Hey. Okay, so welcome members on Perplexed QT and welcome Kyra, but welcome members on Perplexed QT. I'm also running simultaneously to members on Life Perplexed and also on Twitch, subscribers on Twitch. So I got everybody all in one spot. It's what I love about Melon app. And no, I'm not sponsored by them, but at least not yet. But they are the reason that I'm able to stream on all platforms at the same time at no extra cost. It's cheaper than StreamYards, and they have a much, much better platform. So with that said, I know there's a lot of people live tonight. So let me just say hello to everyone. I can see everybody's chat on all three channels at once. But if you're wondering like why I say hi to someone and then you look and you're like, they're not even here, it's because they're coming from another channel. So welcome Carla and D-Land. Welcome D-Land. Welcome Kyra. So that's where we're at. I just want to go through a couple things that need to be said, need to be out there. So I got a copyright strike from Chris yesterday because he obviously doesn't like anyone crushing his little ego. But what I don't want is, I don't want anyone granted, he's not here right now. Thank you, American Dream. Welcome. I know he's not here right now, but at the same time that, I will handle it. I'm handling it the right way. Obviously I'm live. It really doesn't mean much. I will win the appeal because it was fair use. So I've gotten a lot of comments about it, some personal emails about it where people like, fuck him. We're going to take him down. He's already down, but you guys know what I mean. So I just want to put that out there. Don't worry about it. I got this and I'm not even worried about it. So, but yeah, the little pussy boy gave me a copyright strike, whatever. So one thing that I need to talk to you guys about, Discord. So as you guys know, I was getting, not so much anymore, a lot of shit on YouTube under my other account, under Life Perplexed. And a lot of people had a problem with me. And I say had because I think it's gotten a lot less. I think everyone thinks I have magical powers and I took all these channels down because every time I talk about somebody, their channel's gone. Or every time I go after someone lately, their channel's gone or their monetization is gone. Okay, you want to think it's me? I got magical powers. I'm sleeping with someone from YouTube. That's it. So don't fuck with me. No, seriously though. So a lot of people, a lot less talk has been about me, and I'm perfectly okay with that. And some of the main channels that talk about me are now terminated. So that's a good thing. So, and I don't mean Chris. People on Life Perplexed know who I mean. So with that said, in the time of the last 3 years, it's not just me that's been targeted. My supporters have been targeted heavily. My mods have been targeted. Anybody that supports me has been targeted. They've been doxxed. They've been targeted. They've been harassed. They've been, ridiculed. They've been bashed in chats. They've been bashed on panels. And all they are a supporter of me. I believe in my heart of hearts that has died down a bit. I believe in my heart of hearts, and from what I can see, majority of people that were talking about me are either A, no longer here, or B, just gave up because they don't give a fuck about me, which is fine by me. It's time to move on. So in honor of this, one thing I'm doing is wiping out, and this goes for Patreon, this goes for members, this goes for past, present, mod, everything. Every single thing in Discord is being eliminated. I am rebuilding all 3 rooms. I am building Patreon, not 3. I'm building Patreon and I'm building a members room. Because my supporters have been targeted so much, it got to the point where nobody even wanted to talk in members anymore because everyone was so afraid of being a target. Everyone was so afraid we were going to have a mole. Same thing in Patreon. We got a mole. Everyone's a mole. Or every time I said something, there was a mole. We do have, and in the previous, have had a lot of fun. And I'm sorry, I'm not really looking at chat, but we've had a lot of fun in Discord and we've had a lot of fun in Patreon. And it pisses me off that all these people have ruined it for so many people. So many members and so many Patreons are afraid to say a word because of a mole, or they're afraid of this because of a mole, or, we couldn't say this because of a mole. And it got to the point where it just sucked and it wasn't fair. And I understand why people left over it. I do. Members, I'm talking. Patreon, I don't think really left because of, a mole. I think that made us stronger. But on a member perspective, it's pretty strong. Now, I know I've said before that I was going to revamp Patreon. I was going to do this. And then it seems like every single fucking time something happens and I just can't do it. But this time I mean it. And why do I say this time I mean it is because I have to mean it. I've lost many members due to trolling on the other side. I've lost Patreons, which some of them I don't even understand because I have, they wanted me true crime, true crime, true crime. I get to only true crime and then they leave. Okay. It's funny to me. I have to laugh at it. So, like the biggest people that told me to stop doing drama left as soon as I started doing only true crime. Okay. So, hey, Jules. So my point is that in order for me to continue to grow and continue to succeed and go back to the reason I started YouTube in the first place, I need to completely knock out everything that's up to date and restart. So if you get kicked out of Discord or you get kicked out of Patreon Discord, it just means I'm working on it. I have some labels to do tonight. I have some candles I got to box up tonight and ship them out. And then I'm going to work on Discord tomorrow. And then I'm going to, and the kids are on vacation, but I'm going to work on Discord tomorrow. And I'm going to do a huge candle push this week, as soon as I get the wax in. And that's it. So I just want to let everyone know on both channels, don't freak out. But I know you guys have a lot of choices on membership. You have a lot of choices on Patreon. You have a lot of choices of where to spend your money. And even if it's only $1.99 or $2.99, you have choices of where you're going to go. And I am very honored that you choose me. Patreons, OG Patreons, OG members that have been with me for a long time through it all. Don't think I don't appreciate it, because I do heavily. And it's time to amp it up. It's time for the next level. And it's time for me to go to the next level. It's time for me to bring you guys to the next level. And it's time to start changing. And it's time to make those changes to bring it to the next level. And when I say next level, I don't necessarily mean I expect 20,000 Patreons or 20,000 new subs or anything like that. I'm not in competition with anyone. My next level is my next level. My OGs know what next level means. And it's at that point where it's time to amp it up. And like I said yesterday, either I have to amp it up or I'm going to get burnt out. And I don't want to get burnt out because there's still so much more I want to accomplish. But one thing I won't do is I won't sell myself for views. That's never going to happen. And I won't go against my own beliefs to get views and clicks. That ain't going to happen either. I do agree with slow and steady will always win the race. And while working on my candle business and working on, even if I have to get another job, it's okay because I still won't quit YouTube because this is where my heart is. It's, what I like to do. And that's a big difference between me and so many of these creators that are making it overnight. That overnight is going to die down. We've seen it a million times. And I want longevity. I want another 10 years on YouTube. I want to be able to talk about cases and grow with cases and, just go where my heart is for the next 10 years without burnout. And the only way I can do that is redesigning everything, redoing everything, and bringing it to the next level. So for those of you that have been with me a long time, expect some changes. For those of you that are new, I think you're going to really like what you see. And let's do it together. So everyone's going to get a new link once the links are done, and for a Patreon and for Patreon Discord, not Patreon, but Patreon Discord. And hopefully, welcome Angela, and hopefully, and I say hopefully, thanks Joy. Sorry, I can't chat because I'm not member again. Are you member on Perplexed? Thank you so much, Joy. Hey, Gritty Gabby. Pooh Bear leveling up. And hey, Susan, you have been with me over 2 years. So I'm just saying that everyone that's currently in Discord, I will be sending out new links for members only. Hopefully it will work with YouTube the way it's supposed to. This way I don't have to sit there and monitor it all the time. And when I say monitoring it, Discord is supposed to have a way for YouTube members that if you're not a YouTube member, it'll automatically kick you out, which would be amazing, but it never seems to work. It works sometimes and then it doesn't work other times. And it's hard to do 2 different channels with one Discord members only, so it gets screwed up anyway. But members only is for all members. I do have 3 channels plus Twitch. Patreons are in there. Another thing is I'm going to originally said that I wasn't going to do dollar Patreons in Discord. I've kind of changed that. I am going to do dollar Patreons in Discord. They will just be in members Discord. And the reason I say that, and I have no problem admitting that, is originally it was $10 and up in Patreon to get in Discord. The dollar menus, it's just for support. But I do feel like it's kind of unfair. Thank you, Gritty. That, I don't know people's financial situations and maybe they can only afford $1. But, it used to be looked at as the dollar Patreons were mostly moles and trolls, and they were. But at the end of the day, they are still supporting me. So even if you're a dollar Patreon, you still took your dollar to support me. So they're going to start off in members before we know if they're trolls or not, and then they can move up. So, but I want to have a much better Discord because it definitely has changed in a way, and it definitely has the dynamic of Discord has really died down, and it shouldn't be, because we should be able to all talk and we should be able to, for lack of a better way to say it, talk about cases or talk about bullshit, talk about family life, talk about other things without it leaking out or worrying about some mole. Like Tiffany's Discord, I'm not in there. I couldn't tell you the first thing that they talk about because I don't have any moles in there, because why would I? But you know what I'm saying? And even Wendy V's Discord, none of us really even talk about that because none of us care. So I kind of want to get us back to where that was. And in order to do that, it will take a little time, but I think more people want a place to call home, and there's no reason why we should be worried that this is going to leak out or that's going to leak out, because that's lame. And none of us should have to feel like that. So that's why I'm redesigning everything and just everything. There you go, sissy. I lived on a fixed income and I have to choose my memberships wisely. And I appreciate you picking me, honestly. And I have other people that say that. And I have other people that, and I know I'm talking really fast. I apologize. There's a lot of people going live. I just want to get this all in. I'm not Bonnie. And I feel like that it's just time to amp it up. It's time to, and I guess I just feel like all these people are just over me, which is a good thing. Now it's time for me to shine. Now it's time for us to move it up and, worry about everything. Because there's a lot of things I want to talk about. I just don't have the time. So that's where we're at. I love you too, Kim. Good idea for new members too. Absolutely. 150%. We are a good family. I agree with that, Dawn. So that was what the meeting was about. And one thing I learned that's cool, I can flip screens and I can see, I could type under like perplexed in an instant. Hi. And then I could flip over one screen and be hi. And it types with the right person. Hey, Stop Animal Cruelty. Hey, Debbie. Your channels and chats are better than any. Thanks, Debbie. I appreciate that. Hey, Rosa. So, another thing, real quickly. This guy, oh my God. I forgot what I was going to say. Totally forgot what I was going to say. Oh my God, I can't remember what I was just going to say. I honestly don't remember. My mind completely went blank. But I can tell you, if you guys missed it, we watched the new Soprano movie over on Twitch before. Oh my God, it was horrible. I wouldn't say it was horrible, but it was bad. It was not what I expected at all. It was so disappointing. And it was like you couldn't wait for it to end already. But there was no real plot. There was no real storyline. It was horrible. Not impressed at all. You remember just talking. I know I said this guy, and I for some reason Ikmel came in my mind, but that's not even what I was going to talk about. I was disappointed too. I mean, it wasn't horrendous. It wasn't like absolutely horrible, but it was pretty bad. It's been raining all day. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. This guy. Now I got it. So, touching on the Gabi Petito case. So, this guy comes out today that he saw Brian in the Appalachian Mountains in Tennessee heading to California to meet his girlfriend. Okay. I'm sorry. I find this guy completely full of shit. So then I heard someone say that he has more credibility because he's an engineer and he doesn't need the clout. I'm going to let you know a little secret. My ex is a meth head or an ex-meth head who's a very well-respected engineer. The man used to go to his job that paid him, is a union pipe fitter / engineer for the union, and literally used to shoot cocaine and go to work every day. So someone's job doesn't exactly give them credibility at all, in my opinion. And I find it disturbing that people are using a job as based on credit. His union as a whole, plumbers, pipe fitters, are the highest amount of drug addicts and alcoholics in the entire country of any union. And that's fact. You can even look that up. So Brian, and he was with his daughter and had full combo. And not only can you point out what Brian looks like, but the fact that this guy or other YouTube creators are using the man's job, meaning credibility, means nothing. Absolutely nothing. There are people that make $200,000-$300,000 a year as attorneys. Doesn't mean they don't want to be on TV. There are people that make $5 a year that will never be on TV ever, or never want to be in the news. So, yeah, the odds. Now, Brian's not stupid. Now, let's go one step further. Brian is a man, a 23-year-old kid man, I say kid man, who has been able to evade the FBI, the police, through multiple states, an arrest warrant, and you think he's going to stop and talk to a guy that kind of looks like he could work for the FBI? Are you fucking kidding me? Brian is not that dumb. If it was some long-haired hippie dude who he's seen smoking crack or smoking pot, yeah, he might step up and talk to the guy. But the guy that this guy claims to be looks like the FBI. He looks like an FBI agent. I highly doubt that Brian is in this beautiful brand new F-150 driving along the road, stopping to talk to a middle-class, a blue-collar guy who looks like any FBI agent or policeman on the strip. Anywhere. Are you kidding me? Like, for real? Unbelievable. In a white F-150 with gas. Exactly. Like, and people are buying into it. I'm like, what? How do you guys not see what this really is? Brian is not talking to this guy. No, sorry, not happening. I couldn't even believe it. That's because he had help the whole time. I think he's had help since he got home, and I bet he's not even outdoors. That's possible too. I said that too. That I don't know. But the fact these people are acting like Brian's stopping to talk to a guy that looks like the FBI, yeah, okay. Tell me another one. Not happening. I would believe it more if they said Brian was spotted in a crack house. I would believe that more. Because crackheads would probably be the only ones that aren't really looking for him and, maybe, reward money. But yeah, I would have more faith if they told me they found him in a crack house. I swear to God. Or they saw him talking to a hippie in a crack house. That I could believe. So now all the crackheads are going to come forward and say, I saw him. But yeah, him stopping to talk to a guy who looks like he's in the FBI, I don't think so. Brian is a slick dude. He's not stupid. Anybody that's able to get away with, what is he on, 15 days now or longer? And he's able to beat the FBI and everybody else, and he's just going to stop and talk to someone while he's driving down the road. Okay. I want to show you guys something. Hold on. I think my daughter showed me this. Somebody did. Okay. So you're driving down the road and you see this guy. Hold on.
A lot of people who are close to me in my life have sent me a ton of articles about me that they've seen on various outlets. I would just like everyone to know that I gave no permission for any of that. I turned down any interview that wanted to interview me. I am not interested in that. The only reason I'm doing this is so people know that I am not him. Thank you. A lot of people who are close to me in my life have sent me a ton of articles. A lot of people have been telling me that I should wear a shirt that says "Not Brian Laundrie." How would you guys feel about me opening a store selling these shirts and then giving all profits to the Gabi Petito Foundation? Let me know what you think about that. Thanks. I feel like, something good should come out of this
You wake up at O'Hare, Dallas, Fort Worth, Pacific, Mountain, Central. If you wake up at a different time, in a different place, could you wake up as a different person? You wake up at O'Hare, Dallas, Fort.
Not funny. I would just like to put all of these rumors to bed. I would just like to put all of these rumors to bed.
Now you see what I mean? Poor guy is right. But poor guy is now a star just because of what he looks like. So when I see all these people say that I've seen this one, I've seen that one, how do you know you didn't see him? How do you know you didn't see him? And I truly believe that if Brian Laundrie is out there, like obviously he's out there, but if he was out there, he would probably be covered, knowing that the whole world is looking for him. So I thought that was kind of funny. And that's his thing, not Brian Laundrie. He started the account 5 days ago. He's got 200,000 subscribers. I'd get a blunt. That's what I'm saying. And I agree with you. So when I see this guy saying how he's Brian Laundrie, I mean, he is, he saw Brian Laundrie blunt. No, you didn't. So I just wanted to show you guys that. I wish I could show a pic of X with hat on. Everyone think it. That's what I'm saying. They all look similar to Chris Watts. I agree. I definitely agree with that. I mean, he's got millions of views just saying that he's not Brian Laundrie.
Question. I get this one a lot. I'm not Brian, but I would go to your mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great question. I get this one a lot. I'm not Brian, but I would go to your mom's house.
I mean, because even with him saying it, people don't believe that it's not him. So I thought it was a great answer. Do I think he's still alive? I don't know. Yeah, he was doing laundry. I don't know if he's still alive. I want to say yes, because I think if he wasn't, they would have found him. I do. There's another thing I want to show you guys that I found today. Real quickly. Very interesting. Okay. So we remember, this is important. We all remember the Jonathan Lee Riches fight with the neighbor, and the neighbor actually got arrested. Remember, we know all this? What we don't know is what happened prior to the neighbor freaking out. Everybody assumed that the neighbor freaked out due to everyone assumed the neighbor freaked out due to the laundries. That's not why the neighbor freaked out. A lot of people don't know this. I just learned this today. Now, if you don't know the main person that's been camped out in front of Brian Laundrie's house, it has been Jonathan Lee Riches. As I've stated before, he's nothing but a troll. He's a scammer. He believes he's suing everybody. He's doing this to everybody. I guess he doesn't have a job because he has been camped out in front of the laundries from 7 a.m. to like 7 p.m. or whatever's legit. What a lot of people don't know is what actually happened, and the media didn't show this, of why this neighbor freaked out, but I have the video. Hold on. Now, please tell me why. I don't think there's volume, but please tell me why anybody is going up to the neighbor's house and peeking in their windows. And I'm going to show the whole thing. That's Jonathan Lee Riches. This is the neighbor's house. I guess he's caught on a ring cam. That's Jonathan pointing at the neighbor in the neighbor's house. Why are you recording this neighbor's house? And taking pictures? Now, it turns out what we learned is that the kid was home alone. This man's son was home alone. I don't know how old the kid was, but all of a sudden the kid's playing a game on the couch. He was like playing video games, and he turns around and people are peeking in the windows. That's when the dad came home and flipped his shit. That's what you saw. So exactly, there's no excuse for anybody to be taking pictures of the neighbor's house, nothing. But the media didn't show you that. The media only showed the neighbor freaking the fuck out. So that all came from a GoFundMe that was started. So his name is Angelo Zappacosta. He's a United States Marine Corps. Actually, let me screen share it with you guys. He's a United States Marine Corps veteran who suffers from anxiety and depression. He was arrested for allegedly pushing and yelling at Jonathan Lee Riches, a known felon on probation and fraudster. He has filed thousands of unwarranted lawsuits, and he has. He came on a property without permission and proceeded to take pictures and videos again without permission. He and his cohort then proceeded to our front window, which is out of view of the camera, and try to peep in our home while my soon-to-be wonderful stepson was home alone playing video games. When I was told what he was doing from a neighbor and saw the footage, I immediately went to Northport Police Department and reported him and asked for a no trespass order to be issued to him. I told the officer that he would be outside Brian Laundrie's house from 7 to 7 yelling on his bullhorn like every day for the past 2 weeks. They never did. The next day, I spoke with another police officer and requested that they issue him a no trespass order. Still nothing, even though the police had a strong police presence in our neighborhood, sometimes only a few yards away from Jonathan and his bullhorn during those 2 days between when I reported him to when I finally got frustrated and confronted him. This man, Jonathan Lee Riches, has been posing around the neighborhood as a private detective hired by Gabi's parents and a news reporter. I myself, and I believe that 100% that he's doing that. I myself have served honorably in the U.S. Marine Corps, have lived in Northport for over 14 years. I had a clean record besides one DUI in 2000. I was a volunteer coach, youth wrestling in Rhode Island, as well as Northport. I've been a volunteer cook for Meals on Wheels in Northport. I have been a productive member of society. Thank you for taking the time to read. If you're still on the fence, I invite you, when you are done reading this, to Google my name and Google his name and see what comes up. The money would be used to protect my rights from this fraudster and predator of a lot of people's rights. P.S. I believe followers of Jonathan Lee Richards are still trying to have this GoFundMe account reported. I hope they don't succeed. Thank you again for all your support. I made this TikTok today in hopes to get my story out to some of the younger people. If you like it, please share. This man has a social media army at his disposal. That's J is for Justice's crew. I would like to see this go viral because the media were quick to put the video of the fight out there, but they either didn't want to hear my side of it, or the news stations that they interviewed me didn't really tell my whole story. Must have been too boring for them. Thank you again for all your help and support. Enjoy this TikTok video.
These goofies be playing, they're trapping, so please get the fuck on my property. These goofies.
So it is so sad. So it's kind of frustrating though that they decided to only show the fight and not what really going on. I'm going to try to get a hold of this guy and see if he'll do an interview, which sounds like he probably will, because he wants to get it out there. But when I saw that, her and Jonathan are friends last I knew. There's so much shit that went on behind the scenes of Chris Watts that you guys don't even know. Like, it would take me forever to even explain it, but so much shady shit went on behind the scenes that it was disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. So that GoFundMe, it looks like it's gained some traction. If anybody wants a link, here's the link. Sounds like he's probably going to use it for legal fees. Do you think Brian's sister was being deceptive when she was? Yes, I do think she was being deceptive. But again, it's her brother. I would be deceptive too. I'm not afraid to admit that. A lot of people don't want to admit it, but they should admit it. I'm sorry, but yeah, I would be just as, what's the word I'm looking for? I would be just as frustrated, and I would cover for my family. I would. It is really sad, Kimberly. I agree with you. And that was posted 3 days ago. I do. I think it's disgusting that he's got to deal with this shit. So, hey, you know, we're making some progress. When I have a lot more members, I have a lot more people watching on this channel than I do on my other channel. On my other channel, I have triple the members. So that's a good thing. What else? All right. So that's all I need to talk to you guys about. You guys want to ask some questions? Go right ahead. You want to ask me anything member related? But those are a couple things I just wanted to bring to you guys. I do it in a member only forum. I haven't spoken to her today. I figured she was driving home. An interview, getting the real truth out there. I agree. Especially when now, mind you, D, if my son came home, and I need to clear this, I need to reiterate this 1,000 times. If my son came home and said, "Mom, I murdered somebody," I am not covering for him. I'm going to convince him to go to the police and turn himself in. But if he comes to me and says, "Mom, I didn't do it, somebody else did it, I'm scared, I'm going to be the blame for it," and I believed him, I'm going to cover for him. That's the difference. Everybody is assuming that he came home and said, "Mom, I murdered her, I killed the bitch, and that's it. Now I'm going to run and hide." Everyone in the public opinion feels that's what was said. I don't believe that's what was said. I don't believe he admitted it to his parents. I believe don't ask, don't tell. He said it didn't happen, and that's what I honestly believe happened. I absolutely would stick up for my son if it wasn't blatantly obvious that he did it. And by the time the parents may have realized that he really did do it, he was long gone. So you got to remember that. Oh, hell no, Gritty Gabby. I am very quiet in real life. People don't realize that. I would be embarrassed to scream. I would be the person hiding. Like, I would talk to Brian Enton or the news people, but I am way different. I don't have a big mouth. I wouldn't be screaming at the house. I would be the person interviewing the neighbors. I would talk to the news. I would be more like a reporter than a patron. You know what I mean? Thank you, Debbie. Pair character bowing down, saying thank you. Pair character? What does that mean? What do you mean? Oh, pair character. Oh, I thought you wrote that because where I was reading it, I'm like, what is a pair character bowing down? It's where I'm looking at it from. I can see it. Hey, Wilhelmina, how come you're not sleeping? It's a sticker on the other channel. I was so confused. I'm like, what the hell is pair down? That's so funny. So that sticker is pair down, bowing down, saying thank you. Thank you, Debbie. So for those of you that can't see, let me show you, because my other screen probably thinks I'm nuts. When you're triple showing, that's what. So if anyone wants to know what that signal is, that is pair character bowing down, saying thank you. Telling you, I thought I was having a fucking blonde moment. I said, what the hell's pair down mean? So, what else? Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, that was you guys. Do you guys have any questions for me? Hey, Zelda's Ghost. I'm just about done. I really didn't have much more for you guys. I just wanted to give you guys that, let you guys know about Discord, let you know about Patreon, the future, the immediate future, not long future. And here you are. I'm shocked they haven't found him yet either. That's why I don't believe he's on the road. Fluffer's all right. He's still got to wear his neck brace. His hair's slowly growing back. Me and Phoenix have to give him a haircut. I'm going to take the thing off once we give him a haircut. He's so miserable with it on. But we got to give him a haircut. He needs a haircut bad. So, and the only reason I haven't done a big candle push is I only have about 5 pounds of wax left. And that's not a lot. I usually go through about 55 pounds a week. And I was supposed to get some on Friday, and they made a delivery without my wax. So now I'm really down to the wire with only like 5 pounds left, which will only make about 10 candles. What would be the best way to support you with the change? I've seen others ask. Best, it all depends on how you want to support me, is really what it comes down to, you know. And let me say this. In order to answer that question, let me make the changes first, and then you guys can decide. Oh, you did Zelda's Ghost? Woohoo! Oh, you the one? Do you order today? Because I haven't even looked today. Or were you one of the orders from yesterday or the second? Because all those are curing. I got to put labels on them. Yeah, no, Zelda, yours are curing. Yeah, you guys did yours yesterday. Last night, the night, yeah, it's curing. Because I didn't get any orders today. Except one wax melt, which is a recurring. Hey, Anita, you missed it. You're at work. Work. Always got to work. So that's it, though. I really didn't have anything else. I knew I wasn't going to be able to go live again today because I have to get labels done. I have to get some orders out. I have to box some stuff up. But like I said, over the next day or two. Oh, Anita, one thing you should know, though, Discord is being completely wiped out and completely rebuilt. So tomorrow, everyone's going to have new links. Well, I don't want to say definitively tomorrow. Latest by Tuesday. All new Discords for members, Patreons, and that's it. Yeah, I'll tell you in Discord. Revamping everything. And rebuilding. Restructuring, rebuilding, revamping. So that's why. But I'm going to cut out. It's already 8 o'clock. But I am so glad the kids are on vacation all week. I get to sleep. And it's a good thing. Because every day I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. And it sucks having to drive him to school. So I get a whole week. I get to sleep in. And I'm thrilled. So I will see you guys tomorrow. If you missed the meeting, don't worry. As long as you're a member, the video's staying up. If you're a Patreon and you're not a member, let me know and I'll explain everything in Discord. You look like I got some sun. It's actually makeup. I ran out of my regular makeup. It's the only makeup I had. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. And like I said, I heard a bunch of people going live tonight. But now you got my opinion on stuff. I will see you guys tomorrow. I will let you know what's going on. And that's always fun. And I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.